It's time to take 10 minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.
Welcome to our discussion of parshat Vayishlach. Is presence enough? Is the divine presence enough? Is there a value in just having divine presence without any assistance? If we look at the parshat Vayishlach, Yaakov speaks to his family before he establishes the little monument in the Beit El, and he says, El Beit Tov, El Kol Asher Imo, to his household, Sirut El Kei Nechar, get rid of all the foreign gods, Taru, cleanse yourselves. Let's go up to Beit El like a pilgrimage. I'll make an altar to whom? To the God who answered me in the day of my troubles. Okay, so God is the one who answers in days of trouble. And he was with me on the way that I walked. What does it mean that he was with him on the day that he walked? Most, not only the majority, but almost all the commentaries who deal with this phrase say that it means that he was with him and he protected him. He was with him and the angels, when he left Israel and he had the dream with the ladder. He was with him when he came back and the angels escorted him and he saw two camps of angels. They were with him. God was with him. He protected him. He made it back. He wasn't destroyed by Lavan. He wasn't exploited too much by Lavan. And he made it home with this huge family and huge wealth. So that's what it means, he was with him. Okay. What about in parshat Vayetze? The previous parsha, God appears to above the ladder to Yaakov in Beit El, and he says to him, V'hinei anochi imach, and behold, I am with you. And then it says, Ushmarticha b'chol she'eleh, and I'll guard you wherever you go. Is that a separate phrase, that God will be with us? And then he'll guard us is a different thing. Again, most commentators say it's all part of it together. How is God with us? Because he guards them wherever we go. The two commentators who didn't quite say that were the Chida, the Rabbi Chaim Yosef David Azulai, the great halachis and mystic, the Sephardic traveler, itinerant traveler, but also the Rabbeinu Bachya, in a very cryptic way. He says he's sort of intrigued by that the Targum Unkelos, the official translation of "Behold, I am with you," says "V'nei memory b'sa'adach," that my word, God can't be in a particular place. God's everywhere. So he takes away the anthropomorphism and he says that my word will be at your assistance, b'sa'adach, as your aid. So it takes the phrase away from being I am with you. I am simply, God's presence is simply with you, and it takes it to a place of helping. However, at the end, the Rabbeinu Bachya says, the hint is al mash'amru. It hints to what they say in the Gemara in Megillah, elsewhere. Galu Mitzrayim Shechina Imayim. When the Jews went down to Egypt, the Shechina, the divine presence, came with them. What does that mean? Think about that. They were going into exile, so God was with them. What do you mean he was with them? They were being beaten over the head. They were turning into slaves. They had a miserable life. They were calling out to God. And until the 400 years were over, God wasn't answering them. So Shechina Imayam, the idea that God comes with us into exile, what does it mean if not that God merely is present with you in your suffering? The Gemara in Tainis talks about, why is it that we take ashes on a fast day? We don't do it anymore, but they used to go out into the city street and they put Ephraim Makla. They would put some of this burnt ashes on the heads of the community, and also on the also on what? Also on the Teva, on the Holy Ark. They would put ashes on the Ark. So I understand the head of the community is mourning. Everybody put the ashes on their head, they're mourning. But why do you put it on the head of the Holy Ark? Amar Rabbi Yehuda ben Pazi, one of the rabbis, says, Kolomar, in other words, is as if to say, Imo anochi b'tzara, that God, represented by the Torah, so to speak, is also with us in our tzaros. An allusion to Psalm 91 that we say on Saturday night, Shabbos morning, that Imo Anochi B'Tzara Achaltzeu V'Achabdeu, that we say that he is with us and he will save us. So what's the emphasis? Is it that he is with us or that he will save us? Which one is it? So here, let's take a look at this psalm. We say it on Shabbos morning. Yikareni v'aneu. I call him and he answers. Imo anochi b'tzara. I am with him. I am with him. I am with you in tzaros. I will save you and I will honor you. So is it? I am with you. How am I with you? To save you? Or no? I am just with you. The Gemara in Tain is that when you have a fast, God is with you. He's mourning too. Or Rish Lakish says, "B'chol tzarasam lo tzar." Pasuk in Yeshaya Samach Gimel 63 that in all of their tzaras, it's not the tzara to you, the Jews, but to Him with a capital H, to God. That in any tzara that we have, God is with us. So this is a whole different idea. This is not God helping you. This is God being with you. And the idea of God being with you is significant. So I want to suggest you could read that into God's statement here that Hinenochi imach, yeah, I'm with you. And then Yaakov, in response to the dream, in response to the letter, he says, well, if God will be with me, Ushmarani b'derech, and he'll also guard me. But the first thing is that he'll be with me. And in our parsha, in parshat Vayishlach, he says, the God who answered me when I had sorrows, Vayehi imadi, and he was with me in the way I went. He was with me not just to protect me, but he simply was with me. If we look through the Psalms, you can find it all over the place, and there's always this ambiguity. For instance, Mishabayim he beat Hashem ra'ad kol bnei adam. From heavens, he sees all people. Does that mean that he is with us? Is he just seeing us? Or that's in Psalm 33. Or the famous statement that the Talmud in Yerushalmi says we should say all the time, it's in Psalm 46, Memvav, Pasuk Ches and Pasuk Yud Beis, Hashem tzvakot imanu. God is with us. Mizgav lanu. He's a stronghold for us. Olkei Yaakov Sela, the God of Jacob. Or Hashem tzvakot imanu, the Lord of hosts is with us. Not only is he with us, but he brings a whole entourage. He brings the hosts. He brings a whole army with him. Mizgav lanu. He is our strength. He is our refuge. He is a house of refuge, and the God of Jacob Sela. So, is it that are there two separate ideas? God is with us. Period. Separate idea. He's also our stronghold for us, or no? Or is it one thing? How is God with us? He's with us because he's a stronghold. So this ambiguity, go on and on. Very simple, the Psalm 23. Hashem ro'i lo echsar. What do we say? We say that gam ki elech b'etzal mavet, even when I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil, lo yirah ki ata imadi, because you are with me. How are you with me? So you might say the next phrase, I can feel God's hand when he rebukes me. I can feel it when he guides me and leads me and comforts me. So either way, I feel his hand. But that's one way of reading it. But isn't there another way to read it? That I will not fear any evil because you are with me. Not because you're with me and save me. That we don't know. But you're simply with me. Again, most commentators don't say it. I found it a little bit in the Chidah. I see it a little bit in the Rabbeinu Bachye. We see it for sure in the Gemara in Tainis, in this rabbinic idea that God comes with us in exile, and perhaps we can read that into all these verses as well. It's important in general, in terms of when a person is suffering, is it sufficient to say, look, don't worry, God is with you? Not that it doesn't take away all the pain, but it's just a comfort to know that God is with you. And it's significant to know also in terms of walking in God's ways, is it enough to just be present? Is it sometimes just enough, you wonder, what should I say? I'm going to go to the shiva, what should I say? I'm going to go to this house where there's a great tragedy that took place. What do I say? What do I do? And to remind ourselves, let's be like God. Hanei anochi imach. I can be with you. Imo anochi b'tzara. To be with others in their times of trouble. That's also a great aid and assistance. That itself is assistance. Ki mimini balamot. Psalm 16. Because he's at my right hand, I shall not falter. Just because he's there, that itself is enough help. Let's remember that God is always with us. Let's remember that to be with others in their times of trouble. And if we do that, the second part will come as well. God will release us and honor us and give us great things yet into the future. Thank you for joining us here at the Baron Hirsch Congregation for our discussion of the parsha. Join us each week for the discussion of the various parsha and holidays. And thanks to Jason Lefkowitz, our producer. Please be sure to like the video, be sure to share the video, and sponsors are always welcome. Contact the Baron Hirsch for further information. Thank you.
This has been 10 Minutes for Torah with Rabbi Joel Finkelstein.